Hi everybody, my name's Abigail. I'm a therapist, psychic medium, and I want to talk about supporting carers, parents, husbands, wives, parents of adult children who have substance misuse and or mental health, and how the number one issue that I see is the disempowerment of the person who doesn't have the substance misuse issue. So there's quite a few things going on that make it really difficult. One, you have to grieve the loss of this person who you thought would be one type of person in your life, and there's someone else. There's someone that you can't rely on, you can't trust, you can't let them be responsible, and there's always these glimmers of hope where you think, oh yeah, it's going to be different today, it's going to be, they said this, they're doing this, they've contacted a service, or you have a bright day. But there's a lot of grief and loss in that process. There's also a lot of overly compensating for that person in ways that you're always you feel responsible quite often. Like, are they okay? Are they safe today? And when it's gone on a while, are they even going to be alive? Like, whether they're in your home or not in your home, it's a really difficult place for most people to navigate and hold their confidence. And the boundaries that they would put in with a stranger, for example, if someone came into your house and was substance affected, whether that be alcohol or other drugs, and they broke things and they were irrational and erratic, you would probably push them out of your house, call the police, you charge them, or do whatever you might do, even not have them in the home or whatever it might be. But when it's a close family member, people don't often do that, and they just take all that on themselves, and it just becomes another thing to kind of absorb and keep going with your day. And so the ways in which I work and and I so believe in carers and partners and people who have any sort of family member with substance misuse, please be the person that goes to counseling or therapy, because when you process your emotion of the loss and the hurt and the being overly responsible and the fear and the anger and disappointment and everything else that goes along with that, you get in a position where you can make really good decisions, because you're not able. So basically you've got to co-regulate for somebody in your environment who is affected by substances, and that's really difficult because that person will have a tendency to blame you for everything, because the substance does not allow them to take responsibility, and they don't want to take responsibility. So you're going to, on top of that, usually have all the blame and shame of why they're in this situation. So if you can get support and process the emotion, and when I say process emotion, I mean literally allow it to have your full attention, to be part of who you are instead of denying it, and face it, process it, feel it, and release it through your body so it's no longer a part of you. When you process all the emotion, things like EMDR, EFT, sand play therapy, Reiki, hypnotherapy, these processes allow you to process the emotion out of your body. So underneath that is your own wisdom about this situation. You're basically making this, you're becoming a new person in your relationship with the substance user who isn't influenced by your own push down emotions. You're clear, you're strong, and you're like, even if there's great risk to their life, you're able to make decisions that you can hold in place strongly and not be vulnerable to giving in. Just like if a child has a tantrum, if they're 2 years old and they have a tantrum and blame you, you don't take all that on board and go, yeah, okay, here, have all the ice cream, yes, you're right. No, this is kind of similar in a way. Like, no, you need to be strong enough, standing enough in your own power, that no matter what happens, you can put in what's best for yourself, other family members, for that family member, and you can hold the line. Okay, I do sessions via video, or I'm in Melbourne and Gold Coast for anyone who'd like a book session.